what? He's awesome. He's funny. I love talking to him. I mean, yeah, he does stuff that kind of irritates me, and he has a lot of female friends, but I mean, potentially we could be like a power couple. Like, there's so much potential in him, there's so much potential in us. Was that you? Because I know a lot of the time that is kind of me. I saw a post last night and it was basically along the lines of, don't marry potential, marry reality. I feel like a lot of the time as females, we take on these projects when it comes to guys. Like, well, we could be this, we could be that. He has so much potential in being the guy of my dreams. We're great, we're awesome together. But we tend to forget that we are not made to fix people. Don't hurt yourself to give someone else a life lesson. You know, don't sacrifice your feelings because you see potential in someone. I think that we often date for the wrong reasons. We often like people for the wrong reasons. After seeing that post, I went back and thought about people I've liked in past relationships, and I was like, wait, but why was I actually with them? And for example, there was this one guy. He was Adventist, and I was like, okay, check. That means I wouldn't have to convert him. His goal was marriage and not just to mess around. And I was like, all right, perfect. He was a vegetarian. And I was like, well, I kind of want to be a vegetarian. We both had the same views when it came to raising children and all of that good stuff. But I didn't really like him, you know? I mean, yeah, he was a cool dude, handsome, really nice, but I liked him because of what we could potentially be. And trust me, thank God I dodged a bullet. I mean, when I stopped talking to him, he was copy pasting our messages and sending them to my mother. Like, who does that? But anyway, that's a whole nother video. We allow certain traits to cloud our general judgment about the person, and it's like, if you see something now in someone that you don't like, you're not going to be able to change that. It's like two puzzle pieces that fit together but that are from different boards that make two different pictures. Like, if you're not on the same page, then it's not gonna work. And I feel like we make up this reality of what things are when they're not really that. It's like, for example, I liked you until I started to like you. You know what I mean? I know this, I can't be the only one this happens to. You see someone and you get like bits of their personality and you're like, oh my gosh, like they're perfect, we'd be perfect for each other. Then you get to know them and it's kind of like, I liked you before I spoke to you. Like, I liked you before I got to talk to you. I liked who I made you out to be in my head more than I like you as a general person. And sometimes we get so caught up in that fantasy of who the person really is that we allow bull doo-doo to happen because we feel as though maybe they could change and be the person that I want them to be. And it shouldn't be that way. You're not a dude's mother. You know, where we take on these projects as women, we try to fix things and try to fix people and try to make them what we want them to be, rather than stopping and being like, he is not who I want now. He's not what I'm going to want later. So I am not going to attempt to make him to be who I want. Instead, I'm gonna find someone who is what I want. My point being, don't fall for someone's potential. Don't fall in love with who you think someone could be. Fall in love with who they are right now. I mean, of course, in relationships, you're supposed to grow physically, mentally, spiritually together, but you should not have to stop who you are as a person to mold someone into what you want them to be. There's some things that your partner has to do on their own. You cannot fix them. You cannot change them. And don't think that you can. Don't put so much effort into making someone who you want, because even if it does work in the end, chances are you're gonna be so fed up of having to be the dude's mom by the end of the relationship, you're gonna leave him. Then you put in mad work into making the perfect robot boyfriend, and you know what? He's gonna go and date someone else. Been there. Anyway, don't fall in love with the fantasy. Fall in love, fall for, begin to like who they are now. Don't like someone just because they like you. Like and love, not for what you could be, but for what you are right now. And yes, it'll grow and it'll flourish, and the next thing you know, you have grandchildren. But until then, yeah. Anyway, later.